Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is a continuation of my last video talking about developmental milestones for children under 2 years. So I mentioned I was going to dwell more on the mental development, that's on the brain, and the social and emotional development. So most times children who are under 2 tend to be stingy. Let me use that word, stingy. So I had to look into it, that why are these guys always reluctant to share? So the truth is, they do not share what they like. When they like something, they find it very difficult to give you, and if they don't like it, giving you is easy and it's simple, and it's easy to relate because they do not understand the concept of you can always get more. At that age, they do not understand that when this finishes, you have access to more. So they are careful to protect what they currently have so that it doesn't finish and so that it doesn't get exhausted, and they are left hanging out of the sweetness of the biscuit or the chocolate they are eating. So we can also relate it to when they have a favorite uncle, a favorite aunt that comes to visit, and they are crying because they do not want that person to go. So that's how it works for them. They do not understand that, oh, I can always come back, you can always have more. So the little they have that is delicious, they want to protect it. So at that age, as at under 2, they find it very difficult to let go and very difficult to share. One other thing that you would notice in your under 2 years is, and this start, you can start to see this as early as 1 year, 3 months, depending on the personality of your child. If you have a child who is very expressive, a child who is an extrovert, you will see that the child is is strong-willed. The child knows what he or she wants. The child is able to say yes, the child is able to say no, even if they do not understand what yes means or what no means. They're able to tell you what they want and what they do not want. So it's normal for that age because they're beginning to get an understanding of themselves and the environment in which they are. They're beginning to notice people and know the people that love them or people that they think love them and people that they think do not love them. So, and that comes with being familiar with them. If a child sees you frequently, depending on how you associate with the child, of course that child is going to behave that or think that you love him or her. So at under 2 years, the child is becoming strong-willed or beginning to express him or herself more. So one other thing you should also know is that at 2 years, because your child is becoming more expressive, your child's brain is also opening to a lot of learnings. So I don't know where you're watching this video from, but in this part of the world at 2, a lot of children already start school and they are preparing to enter preschool, or what we call nursery 1 here in Nigeria, but depending on the curriculum that you use in your school, right? So at 2 years, the child's brain is ready to learn. So that's the age where if you have not been intentional before, you've got to be very intentional at this point, because some people call it the terrible 2, because that's where they begin to show you their true colors. But after that, you now see the true color. They're no longer showing you, they're now displaying it right in front of you. So that's the point in which you need to tighten your seatbelt and get intentional with your parenting style. And never you think that they're little. Yes, they are little in terms of age, but come on, they're exposed, they are more knowledgeable than you think. So never hide anything in terms of communication. For example, your child hits you with cane or throws something at you. You don't say, oh, she's little, she's small, she doesn't understand what she's doing, or he's little, he's small, he doesn't understand what he's doing. Come on, tell them, correct them immediately, let them know that hitting is wrong. Do not throw things at people, and when you throw things on the floor, you pick it up, because if you do not do that, you're raising a child to a child who will start to throw tantrums in public and even in private, and it will cause you a lot of embarrassment. So start early, start being intentional, and do not take any minute thing for granted. One last thing, as much as I have explained that the child is, the child's brain is ready to get some things, do not forget to show your child lots of love and lots of care. You've got to balance it, because they are still children, they are still tender, they are still developing. Like this, like we hear, or like I hear in the Yoruba side, where this way you beat the child with the right hand, you tell the child close with the left, and that's how it works with these children at this point. When you correct them, you shower them with much more love than the correction that you have done. You have to balance it, because they are still tender at heart, and you do not want a child to be scared of you and run away, because once a child is scared of you, the child will never learn or pick anything from you. I hope you've learned from this video. I'll see you in my next video, where I will now move to a new age from 3 to 5, or from 2 to 5.